5 Tower is a long vertical level that is challenging for the casual player. Today we will be looking at how speedrunners have optimized this level to near perfection. For our first run on July 30th, 2016, we have Love Baseball, with a 473 ending in the in-game timer. This run would have been good for a casual playthrough, but this wasn't the best IO. It wasn't a terrible starting point though. Our next run, which took place on October 9th, 2016, by G Chirigo, ended with a 516 on the timer. The record had been improved by 43 in-game time, but how? First off, G Chirigo used the propeller mushroom for this record. The propeller suit power-up lets you spin in the air, which is helpful and is used in vertical ILs. In this level, an optimal propeller run is 27 IGT, or 20 seconds faster than the optimal run without propeller. Another reason G Chirigo saves so much time over Love Baseball is because of the level cycles. 5 Tower has spiked walls on the edge, which move back and forth throughout the whole level. G Chirigo made it into the 546 door entry cycle, while Love Baseball made it into the door with 502 left on the timer. The way the cycles work make it hard to get the fastest cycle, but with enough practice, you can do it. The next run to talk about is DCA's world record on December 12th, 2019, which ended with a 530 on the timer. How is there another big time cut on the record? The answer to this question is that DCA made a faster cycle than G Chirigo. This cycle can save about 7.5 seconds, but if you play optimally, it can save even more. This cycle is called 556 because the door entry you get on the base cycle is 556. This cycle has been known as a difficult trick used in top runs in the any percent category. This cycle requires very little to no mistakes to be able to pull it off. You play the level pretty normally up until here, where you jump and spin in a tight window to barely make it onto the platform. Here is where the route changes. The way people handle this last area has changed over the years, starting with the method used by Ochgard in the first sub-25 minute 80% run, where you simply propeller up and spin drill as fast as you can. Another method had Mario spin here, jump off of this dry bones, and jump up the remaining platforms to do a wall kick spin here to make the cycle more easily. As of more recent times, it has been found to be easier and faster to jump up to here. Jump and spin up to wall kick here, which sets Mario up better for the second wall kick. It is important to mention that DCA had a cleaner Iggy fight as well, saving 4 in-game time over the previous record's boss fight. The record had now reached the point where it would be hard to beat, and couldn't be beaten by large margins anymore. This record was tied by B-Man on March 11th, 2020. This run did get a better door entry than DCA's, but it wasn't enough for a new world record. The next record, set on May 20th, 2020, was set by B-Man. This time, he had clean enough movement to get a 531 ending on the timer. The only time safe from this run was because of generally faster movement, not bonking on the wall right before the door, and entering the door as soon as he could. This is called an IL door because it saves time in IGTs, but loses time for real runs. There's not much to talk about for this record, except that it was tied by runner Yacker Tracker on November 11th, 2020. So let's move on. The next record was set on November 28th, 2020, by a runner named Astix. Astix is well known for discovering strategies on World 8 for the any percent category, such as shell boost in 8-1 and crouch boost in 8-2. Another discovery he found was called Astix Cycle. Astix Cycle is a way of skipping this pace lock in 5 Tower by doing very precise jumps. This is not an easy trick, and still is not in the current any percent world record. Runners now use a trick called instant lands, which is a way to spin drill instantly by standing at the very edge of a platform and pressing down in a very small window, to make this cycle easier. One form of using instant lands to get the cycle is to jump and spin here, perform an instant land, and jump and spin again to do another instant land. The other way to get this cycle with instant lands is to jump and spin to instant land here, jump up to semi-solids, and jump spin here. Aztec.io gets a 558 door, but he has gotten 559 doors in practice. Aztec.io was later tied by runners Pidgey on June 5th, 2021, and -112 on July 10th, 2021. The next and final runner to get the world record was Pidgey on July 11th, 2021. This run got a 559 door, and was basically a more clean version of Aztec's cycle. This record has since been tied by runners Yacker Tracker on December 11th, 2021, CAD225 on April 10th, 2022, and Gasping Muffin on September 3rd, 2022. The IO has become extremely optimized, but it still can be beaten. With human strats, a 534 ending is possible with an extremely fast level and boss hits. Cat had a run that was maybe 534 pace into the boss fight, and Yacker Tracker currently has the fastest level completion. This IO has grown from a casual completion to a broken down and optimized speedrun.